Hello and welcome to the Inner Space vlog number 32, and this is going to be in two parts. And this evolutionary theme of this vlog is emotional accountability and our intuition. So why emotional accountability? Why intuition? Why is it so important to us? From a holistic life coaching perspective, which very much includes our own individual and collective evolutionary unfolding journey through our lives, it's very important indeed, because my own personal professional experience of our individual and collective evolutionary journey is that intuition is at the cutting edge of that. It's really that moment of grace, of conscious innocence that supports us in as we move step by step, day by day, moment by moment, year by year into the unknown, because that's basically where evolutionary is taking us. We are going to places we've never been to before, physically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, psychically, and it's kind of like the grace of life itself. It has a divine quality to it. It's tempered with grace. Our intuition is tempered with grace from that evolutionary perspective. It's there to guide us into those unknown places, and therefore when we get an intuitive insight, an intuitive guidance about something in our lives, about a part of our journey as we travel through our lives together, it presents itself within the context of the unknown. So it is just literally the next step, and so you trust that guidance and you take that next step, and then you get the next insight and you take the next step. One of the things that can happen in terms from an emotional accountability perspective is that we need to take responsibility for all of our feelings, which I was highlighting on the last vlog 31, with our emotional scale, our emotional rainbow. So the high, middle and low feelings that we experience, is that intuition is at the top of that scale. It's a high vibrational emotional feeling, what we can experience in our brow, in our third eye there, or in our heart, or in our solar plexus. So when we get that intuitive feeling, it can be hijacked by our fears of the unknown. I mentioned quite a few vlogs ago, I think it was back in the 20s, in terms of vlog numbers, about our greatest fear is the fear of the unknown, and our logical, intellectual, emotional selves can get hold of that intuitive insight and try to make logical sense of it, try to put it into a linear context. But intuition is non-linear. It does not move in a straight line. It moves in curves, and it can go in any direction. So we need to sort of stay emotionally spacious, in our emotional innocence, conscious emotional innocence, around when we receive an intuitive guidance, an intuitive insight. So it doesn't mean being naive. I'm not suggesting that. I'm suggesting that we are much more conscious about our natural innocence, that, to be honest, that we don't know where this has taken us, but I trust my intuition, because from an evolutionary perspective, it's the best tool, the best friend that we have, because our intuition, from that bigger picture, that bigger evolutionary picture, that bigger divine picture, knows exactly where it's taken us, but it doesn't have to lay out the whole journey for us. And in a sense, why would we want it to? It would, it's like birthdays or Christmas. If someone tells you what they're going to buy you for a present, it's just like, kind of spoils it a bit, really. It's like, it's not much of a surprise. You could get something much better than what you expected. So it's in our conscious emotional innocence, intuitive innocence, we can let go of that. So that a lot of my clients have been feeling that, particularly the last 2 weeks. I've been feeling that more strongly myself as well. So I hope you're feeling it, experiencing this evolutionary wave at this time. And like all these waves, they're kind of pretty relevant, like last year, 10 years ago, or in 10 years' time, because they kind of cover basic themes in these vlogs. So this week's affirmation, this vlog's affirmation is: my intuition flows free in all directions. Emotional accountability empowers letting go of perfection. Flying high and grounding low, emotional witnessing creates intuitive flow. Seeing clearly where we need to go, trusting heart, body and soul. So much love on your inner space and your conscious intuition, and I look forward to seeing you in the next vlog.